Hey everyone, it's me, Watherum, and today I want to talk about the 2026 roadmap, the 2025 roadmap to see if maybe anything shifted, as well as the Galvan gameplay trailer that was released over EVO weekend. So, at the time that this roadmap was published, there was 5 more events because the Mecha Madness bundle had not yet dropped. That has, so there's only going to be 4 more events. Also looks like we're going to see like a zombie maple one for the Halloween one, which is pretty cool. Looking forward to see the Halloween skins. Advanced tutorials are coming later this year in 2025, which means they're probably gonna sort out all of the different engine changes. We should see, you know, whatever changes are gonna happen to floor hugging, for example, get solved. We're also gonna be seeing crew battle mode, which is gonna be really cool. So I'm kind of curious if this is gonna mean we're gonna have like eventually 8-player support, or if it's just gonna like have these people like loaded off to the side. Like I don't know. I'm very interested to see what that's gonna mean exactly. Then getting into 2026, right? We have 4 new characters, which is really awesome. The devs had actually leaked that in one of their dev streams accidentally. Something else that's really cool is we're gonna get custom workshop characters. So I imagine a lot of the people that made custom content in Rivals 1 are gonna try and, you know, spice that up for Rivals 2. But I also wouldn't be surprised if we saw maybe some Smash characters or whatever get ported over into the game. I think that'll be really cool. We're going to have some sort of item mode, which is going to be really cool because there's going to be characters with items in the future. And it's also going to be good to just have casual modes in general. I think this is something that is going to lead to a lot later on, but I'm kind of blocking some of that, so we'll talk about that more in a little bit. We're also going to have legendary skins. Honestly, not really sure what that is going to mean. It could be really good. I mean, I think they're already making some really banger skins. Like, I think the mecha skins that came out, for example, were really good. But yeah, I'm curious what that means. Maybe they're going to have more sound effects. You know, maybe they come with something else. Like, I'm really unsure, but I'm very curious to see what they do with it. As well as more stages, and also I'm kind of glossing over that. New stages is cool. That's really good. But I'm actually really excited for this stats menu that they're kind of showcasing here. Let's see if we can zoom in on that a little bit. But you're totally going to be able to see your, you know, your in-game stats, how many times you died or anything like that. Like, as someone who came from Smash, and I've been playing Smash since I was a kid, you know, I have my original N64 and all of that. I always really enjoyed the stats section. So I'm glad that this game is going to finally get something like that. So going beyond 2026, okay, we're going to have custom colors, which, you know, as a colorblind person, I'm a little nervous for this. I kind of hope that this custom color stuff is only for you, and that the opponent will see, you know, what the skin is supposed to look like. Because I have a feeling that people are going to be able to, you know, select colors for a certain stage or whatever, and it might be really difficult to see. So if it's just a local thing, then that's not really going to be a problem. But to be honest with you, I don't really know what they're going to do with that just yet. And then let me take myself out here for a moment. Going beyond 2026, we're also going to have Story Mode Chapter 1, which, again, I'm also really excited for. I want a story. And then beyond, also in the Beyond section is the console launch, also with additional workshop support for items, stages, and modes. I think this in particular is also like one of the biggest things on this picture. It is so cool that they want people to be able to create custom items. Custom stages is going to go so hard, and custom modes too. You know, you can create, you know, maybe your own break the targets, for example. Maybe, you know, you're going to create your own like escape or parkour style course. You know, maybe we can create courses that like challenge you to learn a particular tech skill or something like that. I don't know. The options here are like kind of endless. It's really, really cool. But let's take a look at the 2025 roadmap to compare, right? So at this point, right, we've already seen all of this stuff for 2024. We know who the last character is going to be for there. We already know about the 4 new events coming. We're in the middle of Esports Season 1. Crew Battle Mode is still coming. We have already seen ranked rewards and updates. I mean, that's still progressively coming out. They just released Champion Fleet as of update version 1.3.2. But we have seen all of these already. This just dropped. But what was listed in the Beyond section before was the new stages, as well as Aether stages, and then Story Mode Chapter 1. All of this stuff has been pushed, even further, right? So we were unsure at this point if this was going to be like some sort of 2026 thing. But now with this, we know that all of this stuff is going to happen later on. So that's pretty interesting. The devs have done a really great job at keeping up with all the things that they've planned to do. And yeah, I'm excited to see where the game goes. They're doing a great job. So with all that said, I want to take a moment here, and also mecha skins are pretty fire. They are pretty fire. I want to take a moment here and talk about the Galvan gameplay trailer. Okay, I'm going to mute Rivals 2 for a minute. Let's just watch this for a bit. We're going to watch the rest of the gameplay, and then we're going to come back and we're going to actually do some analysis on some of these things. So let's enjoy. That's crazy. All right, so let's go back to 116. I want to talk about all these kind of different various moves, what I think they might be. So I just want to lower the volume here for a second. So I'm pretty sure what we just saw right there was dash attack. Right? Yeah, that looks like dash attack. We got our jab. Maybe another character with a rapid jab, right? So far, only Reno has a rapid jab. This here is definitely down tilt, right? This move here looks like F tilt. And I think it can be angled upwards and downwards and such, which is really interesting. So also, right, Galvan throws him back into the spike, right? And what I think is interesting about that is this a permanent active hitbox? Or is it only active when you're in hit stun going into it, right? Because if it's a permanent active hitbox like Lily, for example, you would be able to just run in and parry it, which would be really powerful counterplay to Galvan. And if you do parry the move, what happens? Like if you parry Galvan in general, actually, what happens, right? Obviously, they're not showing counterplay to Galvan in this video. They don't want to showcase why he would be bad. They want to showcase the good things, right? But does parrying Galvan remove all of these spikes? I don't know. That's an open question I have. That move, hold on, let's go back a tad here. Right here. That to me looks like up smash. It could be up tilt, but I feel like that was up smash. Yep, we hit that F tilt again. So also, if we saw, that was his normal pummel. And that's kind of important because they do show us the special pummel later. I'm not sure what move that's going to be. But also, I'm pretty sure that right here is going to be side B. And then he's actionable out of that. Looks like if he gets a hit and he did a fair into it. It was like a melee Bowser fair. Also, I think that's down air where he pulls the chain spikes and he kind of freezes there. Pretty powerful. Up air, up B. Pretty sure that's up B. I have questions about this platform, right? Like, you know, what makes it go away? Does parrying make it go away? How long does it exist for? If it stays out there for a period of time, can anyone stand on it? If you're standing on it and Galvan summons it elsewhere, do you go into free fall? Kind of like, you know, if you fall off Crag's pillar or something like that, you know? I have questions. Like, I don't know. I'm very curious to see what happens. Also, that I'm pretty sure was down smash. And also, if we just go back a little bit here, just back up a few frames. A few more frames. A little more. Okay, this is what I wanted to show, right? See from here where Crag kind of like gets hit by this and he techs. Crag is definitely actionable before this hits. Like, Crag was definitely actionable for at least one frame, which means Crag could have shielded it. So it kind of remains to be seen how much stun, like hit stun, you actually, you know, get put into from these placeable spikes. Back throw. Yeah, also, like, this is clearly like a placeable melee Falco dare. Really interesting. That, I think, was his special get up from the ledge where he just pulls the chain at you. Pretty cool. Yep, that's the special pummel right there. Yep, and then they cut away from down air, F tilt. Again, I don't know what move that's going to be. Maybe that's neutral B, that projectile there. So also, I think Galvan can only place 3 of these at a time. Right, let's go back and like rewatch that sequence. Right, 1, 2, 3. Yep. So, hold on. Let's go back. Sorry. It's a little all over the place, right? But Olympia gets hit by that one and it goes away. But also, yeah, and then after it, he's placing this, right? Let's check the frame data here. Yeah, it hasn't gone away yet. So it looks like the limit of spikes Galvan can place is 3. But yeah, it's cool that you can kind of like ping pong people and stuff. I mean, this is definitely going to be one of those bigger brain characters, but I think he's going to be hella fun. I'm really looking forward to this character. I mean, overall, again, we have like some sort of like better melee Bowser with placeable melee Falco Dare. That's going to be pretty hype. So chat, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe. Trying to get to 500 subscribers. And stay safe, stay elite. I'll see you in game. Peace.